which is here. Look at this detail, you know this already. All right, so for the third round here, I'm sorry, you will work 3 single crochet, 1 increase, and then you will repeat this for 3 times because we want our ears to have only 15 stitches. Okay, so make your next repetitions here, and this is how it should be looking like. It's already giving a little bit of curve, and I will change my yarn here, and I will work only with brown. So here you make all of the round 15 single crochet in brown. Okay, no drama here. So work your single crochet in brown here, and I will catch you up for round number 5. Oh yeah, and here I'm crocheting just to make sure that this yarn is secured. Super good. So this is how it should be looking like. Now let's change the color. Let's make a color change again. One more time I'm working the simplest way here, and here one more time you will work in the back loop single crochet. All right, the whole round it's only in the back loop single crochet. You can cut the brown yarn, you don't need it anymore. I will crochet it above my brown yarn so it's nice and fast and off. And here I will catch you up for round number 6, which will work single crochet again, but not in the back loop. Good. Now for round number 6, you work just 15 single crochet. Okay, so you have that nice detail of nice stripe of the lion, and I will catch you up here for one more small detail for these ears. That's great. You can cut this yarn, you leave a tail for sewing later. So I'll do as always here, I will bring this thread to the back, I'll hide this inside. This helps a lot when you're sewing, so just bring this thread back here. Super good. What we are going to do here is a small detail for this ear. So we will work with the white color yarn. And here it's a little bit different. So you work here 5 single crochet in the magic ring, then you're going to chain 1 and turn. So let's go slow. We will do all of this detail together. Okay, so here is my magic ring. Now I'm gonna work here 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's pull this tail, close it tight, and we are going to continue working here with this first stitch. Okay, so now let's chain 1. Turn the detail and continue working here. So for this time you will work 2 single crochet, 3 half double crochet in the same stitch, and 2 single crochet again. So I worked here my 2 single crochet, now here 3 half double crochet. So yarn over inside, yarn over inside. Okay, yarn over inside the stitch, yarn over inside the stitch, and yarn over inside the 3 loops. And my third half double crochet here. Great. Now you have 2 more stitches here, you work 2 single crochet following the pattern. Alright, now this last one a little bit tricky, it's very small and tight. Super good. Now what you're gonna do here is close, make sure that this is closed, insert your needle here, cut the thread. This is the detail that we want. Now let's cut this, leaving a tail for sewing, a small tail. We will do this now. You insert the tail in the needle, and you just fasten this tail off the beginning of the thread here. So very fast I'm going to do this, it's very simple. Okay, now what's going to happen here is you fold the ears in half, and I will leave this part, the part that is the connecting the stripes here, the color change, because the other side is neat, although it's a tiger, so you can't have uneven stripes, right? It will look even nice. Anyway, so you add here and you're going to sew this detail inside this ear, okay? So I will sew it here, skipping this last stitch, you see, just to make sure that when I'm sewing these ears in the body, I have these stitches to sew it on it, So just preserve this chains over there from the stitches, okay? And that's it. You just sew it all the way around. You don't need to, there is no much job here to do. I will move fast forward here so you can see a bit how I do. All right, almost done, and great. Look at this, how it's super good. Let me just hide this inside. And let's fold it this real nice. And this is how it should be looking like. Very cute, super good. I'm very happy with the results. So you make another one following the same pattern. Great. Now let's work here the snout, and for this little beautiful nose you will repeat round 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, no. Rounds 1, round 2, and round 3, okay? So 6 single crochet in the magic ring, 6 increases, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have 18 stitches at the end of this round. Go back at the beginning of the video if you need to follow the pattern. So you're just repeating here. Once you reach the round number 3, for round number 4 and 5, you will work just single crochet. So you work 2 rounds with 18 single crochet, okay? This is the snout that we are working for, and I will catch you up here once I finish this round. All right, so this is the final detail, how it should be looking like. I will cut this yarn and I leave the tail for sewing. That's super great. I will bring this yarn to the inside of my detail as always. Okay, super good. This is ready. Now let's move on to the last part of this Chubby Tiger. We are working here now the tail, okay? So for the tail, you start again with the magic ring, but you'll do a little bit different this time. You'll work 5 single crochet in the magic ring. And 5 single crochet you will work until the end of this tail, okay? So I will go slow here and I will show you how I do like all the step by step of this beginning, because I know it's a small detail, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it can be a bit challenging for some of you. So let's close this tight. And now for the round number 2 to 4, you will work 5 single crochet, one on top of another. But here I will make the first round together with you because there is a little trick that I want to show you. So we are working here 5 single crochet on top of the 5 single crochet there is in the magic ring. All right, the last one. And this is the trick that I want to show you. You see the stitches are curling to the outside here and you cannot see it pretty well. So let's organize these stitches, send the stitches to the outside. Let's face the right side out here because the tension of the yarn is stronger here. So let's just organize here. And now you can see the tip of the tail. You see? This is what I wanted to show you. Now it's easier for you to continue working up on the tail. Now we will work this tail and we will change colors between oranges and brown. So once you finish the round number 4, for round number 5, 6, and 7, you will work 5 single crochet in orange. And this is how we will work this tail. You will work 3 rounds in orange, 1 round in brown. 3 rounds in orange, 1 round in brown, and so on. All right, so you'll do this until you complete to have 15 rounds. Okay, so once again, you work 3 rounds in orange, 1 round in brown. For the stripes here, you don't need to grab the back loop. Just grab it normally, just work your single crochet as you would, no problem. And then you repeat round 8 to 11 one more time until you have the round number 15, until your tail have 15 rounds. And you can count 2 stripes in brown so you know that you're done and the tail is on the size that it should be. Unless you want to make a bigger tail, that's up to you, right? You continue, add more stripes, I don't know. Okay, let's send this yarn to the back and let's start preparing for sewing. Now the fun begins. Great, so here you see this side is bigger, the distance between the stripes, this side it's smaller. So this is the front of our tiger, okay? So now we'll start sewing first the legs. You see the central here, central part. You will sew the legs with these stripes to the side because we want the orange to show a little bit in the front, all right? So let's organize this. Let's find the best position here. Okay, this is looking very nice because we can see some stripes and we can see some stripes and some orange, just orange part. This is what I want. Now I'll use lots of pins here to fasten this around the central part. And I will fasten these two front paws first to start with this 2-1. Insert on your sewing needle. And to sew here, always take one stitch from the body and one stitch from the limbs that you're sewing. So in my case is the legs. So for the legs, you know that you have 12 stitches on the final detail, right? So here, you know that you need to sew 12 times, okay? So you grab one stitch from the body, one stitch from the legs. Always remember this. One stitch from the body, one stitch from the leg. One stitch from the body, one stitch from the leg. So here I'm grabbing my stitch from the body. And now here, the stitch from the leg. Okay? This is how you will work all the way around. I will leave it a little bit here showing you how I sew my details. Okay? And then I will stop the camera here and sew the rest of the paws outside of the camera because it's a very long process. So press play into your series that you're watching or put some music, relax a little bit. We have some sewing ahead. Great, I will catch you up once I finish. Super good, I finished. Look at this. This is looking very nice. Look, the stripes is looking great. I'm very happy. Okay, now we'll sew the nose. Look at this beautiful nose. So here we'll find the best position. Speaking about the position, in the written pattern that is in the description below, there is all the positions of everything. So if you like to count how many rounds, which round I add this, which round I add that, check the written pattern description. All the details is there. Here I just go how I think it looks better. I'm gonna sew all around, leave it a little bit open, and then add stuffing material at the end. So one more time here, I will start sewing together with you, and then I will come back here to show you how we'll add the stuffing material before, of course, sewing all the 18, right? Stitches we have it here. Super good. You see, I sew it all around here. Now we have this part open. It's where we will add the stuffing material, okay? So add a little bit of stuffing material here. I always use my needle to help me out. That's super good. This is looking very great. Okay. And now you continue sewing this to close this snout, okay? All the way here. Now I will finish this off. So one stitch here from the body and one stitch here from the detail. Okay, one stitch from the body and one stitch from the detail. Okay, I'll leave you be here and I will come back so we can sew the ear. Great. Look at this, I already fastened this with pins, but I forgot this tail on the other side, so you need to move it back because the stitch, the final and first stitch, it's in the front part of the ear because we sew it there, remember? Great, and it's good for you to continue with the flow of the stitches. All right, so here you see this stitch is hidden here. Hello. One stitch from the body and one stitch from the detail. I will keep repeating this because this is how it should be. And I know that sewing it's a big problem for lots of you. And let's work together so we take this out. That's why majority of my patterns are designed to have minimum sewing, but when it's about the chubby animals, it's hard for me to develop a pattern without sewing. But check out the dolls. Majority of my dolls, there is no sewing at all. So go there. All right. So, okay, I'll do a couple more to show you here how it's done. And we are almost done. I will have what? Just the tail. The tail have 5 stitches to sew. Super fast. And this tiger is priceless. I'm so happy with it. Aww. I hope you like it. Okay, now I'm just talking because I want to show you how to fasten off and I don't want to repeat again. 1 stitch from the body, which I'm doing right now, and 1 stitch from the detail. Okay, so stop here and I will come back once I'm finished. Great, look at this. I did not sew the tail, although I'm not going to show you here. It's just I want to show you where I fixed the tail, and I want to sew the tail upwards so we can see it from the front. That's optional. That's up to you. So the tail now it's sewed, and it's very easy and super fast because we have only 5 stitches, right? Now I will embroider the eye. So here I will show you how I do my embroidering of the eye. It's very much simple, you cannot believe, because you only do stripes. At first you don't believe that that's gonna turn out to be a round eye, but it does, believe me. Just keep making stripes, you will see. Lines, not stripe, but lines. Okay, if you're using safety eyes, the exact position where I embroider these eyes is in the written pattern in the description below. But here, let's just move a little bit here. Okay, so here you'll see the repetitions. Always make lines. And the lines here, I'm using the length of the size of 1 stitch. Okay. I always embroider the eyes. I never use the plastic eyes. I don't know why. I like to work everything with red. Okay, so let's just show you here. Go slow. I always say when you are sewing the toy or when you are embroidering the face, you need to be patient, you need to go slow, and you need to be ready to unravel or erase if necessary. I still do erase a lot of the faces of my toys. It's not always that I catch from first. Still, even though I crochet a fair amount of toys every day. Yeah, okay. So let's move fast forward here. Super good. So a lot of straight eyes, and then you see you'll have this. Look at how beautiful is this. I will embroider the other one. And ta-da! Now we have, it's funny because if you look the tiger right now, it looks like he's on mute because he has no nose. Okay, so let's insert the black thread here. Make sure to secure the beginning of the thread, you see, like this with a knot. Pull it inside. And now we'll work a triangle. This is too far. Let's bring this tail a little bit behind. So here, so 1 round before finishing the snout, it's where we will start embroidering the nose of this tiger, okay? So here how I do is I mark a triangle. So let's do this first. And I don't go all the way down to the central part. I go between the first and second round. So that's where I bring my yarn. All right. And don't worry if it's squeezing, if it's running out of its shape. Once you're done with the embroidering, you can squeeze it back. So go slow here. If it deforms a little bit, move it back. Every time that you see that it's a bit squeezed, move it back. Okay, so this is a triangle. All right. Our first triangle. Now here we will work lines. You see this triangle we need to cover fully with black thread, okay? So you will make a couple of fair amount of straight lines here. Just go making the lines, don't worry, until you cannot see anymore the white underneath, All right, so this is the amount of lines that should make here. I will show you the beginning. You see, make one line, organize a little bit, squeeze it back, make another one. You need to be patient. Crochet is an art, right? Be patient. Great, so one more line here. And now I will need to leave you because I need to make again lots of lines here until the tip. Once you're done, look at this. Very nice, a lot of lines, you see? And it's a good amount, you can see, because it's even a little bit thick. So now we'll bring this tail to the back here. This is what we are searching for. So I'll introduce here my needle in between the first and second round. You can see it here. And we are done with this. Super good. Look, completely different toy, right? So I will secure this tail so to make sure that it will not unravel very easy. And now we will do some final details here on the forehead of the tiger, okay? For this one, I made several of them, and it's a very simple way to do. So I'm not gonna be showing you the exact how I did because it's just a couple of lines that you're gonna make it. And I did 3 different ones until I arrive in the ones that I like. And I will show you here because maybe the one that I like is different than the one. So I give you 3 options, okay? So the first one is this one. I make, you see, these types of lines, and I think it's looking very nice, but somehow I found it a little bit nervous. So I make this second option. But this second option, I found him a little bit not too nervous. So I stayed with the third round, with the third option. This one, I think it's perfect for him. I hope you like this pattern. I love it. And I see you on the next one. Bye.